A patient partnership between Thilan Samravira and Suraj Randeep was not only the boost Sri Lanka needed, but it was also the highest 7th wicket test partnership at the Pisara Oval in Colombo. Sri Lanka were trailing by 187 runs with 4 wickets remaining in their first innings at stumps on day 2 of the second and final test.
Day 2 of the second test ended prematurely owing to bad light at the Pisara Oval in Colombo, with Sri Lanka on 225 for 6 in their first innings in reply to New Zealand's first innings total of 412 all out. Overnight batsmen Tharanga Paranavithana and Angelo Matthews scored 40 and 47 runs respectively before Paranavithana was sent back to the dressing room by Tim Southee. Matthews was the next to go when he became Southee's 4th wicket in the test. Thilan Samravira then brought resistance to the Sri Lankan side when he reached his 30th half-century and remained on 76 runs not out at stumps.
Oh, that's lovely. Got on.
Samravira, ably supported by Suraj Randeep, shared an unbeaten 99-run 7th wicket stand, which saw Randeep contributing 34 runs. The record for the highest 7th wicket partnership by 2 Sri Lankans at the Pisara Oval was held by Kumar Sangakkara and Prasanna Jayawardena. In 1994, Inzamam ul Haq and Wasim Akram laid claim to the highest 7th wicket partnership to be set at the Pisara Oval.
Yeah, important part.
Tonight on Sports Fest, we focus on the 6th key issue mentioned in the report prepared by former Chief Executive Officer of the International Cricket Council, Harun Logat, on Sri Lanka cricket. The 6th key issue in the Logat report highlights the poor media relations and absence of media protocols in Sri Lanka cricket. The former CEO of the ICC, Harun Logat, attributes the poor media relations and absence of media protocols to several factors. One such factor is that despite huge media or public scrutiny, the SLC media function is regarded as clerical rather than strategic. The Logat report also notes that there is a lack of equity, openness and transparency with media. The Logat report states that journalists have selective and personal relationships with individual EXCO members rather than with the organization, and that the CEO is not the face of the organization. It adds that Sri Lanka cricket media personnel are often uninformed and thus cannot properly explain or defend SLC positions or decisions.
Some of the points, key issues made by Harun Logat in his report will cause embarrassment not only to the cricket board but also to the Ministry of Sports and to the public in general, because Logat very specifically states that there is a lack of transparency between the cricket board as in with relations with the media. Then he says that the journalists have personal relations with some of the officials of the cricket board, and also that the SLC media personnel are not conversant with their duties, and that they are in difficult situation, they are unable to defend the Sri Lanka cricket board. So in other words, what he is saying is there is no professionalism in the media section of the cricket board. That is very, very important, and it should be rectified, just not only because Logat has said it, but it should have been done earlier, but it's better late than never that these things are rectified immediately.
And finally, in some football news, 15 midfielders have been shortlisted for the 2012 FIF Pro World 11. 3 midfielders will be selected for the team, which will be announced during the FIFA Ballon d'Or Gala on the 7th of January next year.
Liverpool's Steven Gerrard, Chelsea's Frank Lampard and Eden Hazard, Manchester City's David Silva and Yaya Toure are the English Premier League players to be nominated by fellow professionals. Spanish giants Barcelona have Sergio Busquets, Cesc Fabregas, Andres Iniesta and Xavi Hernandez on the shortlist. Xabi Alonso, Luka Modric and Mesut Ozil are the Real Madrid players in the list. Juventus midfielder Andrea Pirlo, Bayern Munich's Frank Ribery and Bastian Schweinsteiger have also made the 15-member list. The 3 midfielders to make it to the Team of the Year will be announced during the FIFA Ballon d'Or Gala on the 7th of January next year.
Well, that's a wrap from all of us here at the MTV News Fest desk for today. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Mahina Bongzo.
And I'm Shane Silva. Good night.
Hotline 0114 896 896 www